It is time for the first competition of the day, JCB Racing. All 8 trucks have been seated into a bracket based on a random draw. The fastest 4 trucks will advance to the semifinals, where they will continue to compete for the JCB Racing win. Colorado Springs, who's ready for JCB Racing?
First to the track, Tony Oaks and Thunder Roaris. Versus Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And your winner of race number 1 in round 1, advancing to the semifinals, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, advancing to the semifinals. We had a disqualification by Thunder Roaris, knocking the turn cone out of place. If you hit, touch, scrape, or burst that turn cone, you will be disqualified, and your opponent will advance to the next round. We get ready for race number 2 here in round 1 of JCB Racing. Up to the track is MJ Solario and El Toro Loco. His opponent on the other side, Brandon Teleshko, just get her done too. Taking a look at the official replay to get the close call. And your winner of race number 2 here in round 1, MJ Solario, El Toro Loco, advancing to the semifinals. Next up on the track, Jamie Garner in Overboard. On the other side of the track is Michaela Telechka in Megalodon.
Your winner, Michaela Telechka, Megalodon.
It's Megalodon advancing to the semifinals. Another turn cone violation for Jamie Garner and Overboard, disqualifying him, making him the loser of round number 1. It's Megalodon advancing to the semifinals. 3 drivers have advanced. 1 spot remaining in the semifinals. Who will it be? You're going to find out next here in JCB Racing. Make some noise for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. Standing in her way is Zach Garner in Wildside.
Your winner, Zach Gardner, Wildside.
Zach Garner in Wildside advancing to the semifinals for a 2nd straight event after a double violation there. 2 turn cones hit for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. Your semifinals are set.
Monster Jam fans, I hope you are enjoying JCB Racing. I am here to remind you that we got another competition going on here at Monster Jam. Of course, that is the race to be crowned the St. Jude Ambassador of the Day, in pursuit of being crowned the St. Jude Ambassador of the Year at Monster Jam World Finals. You can see there up on the video board, there is the QR code and the text to donate. That means you can donate on behalf of your favorite Monster Jam truck or driver, and the driver that helps raise the most money by the end of today's event will be crowned St. Jude Ambassador of the Day. Our current St. Jude Ambassador holding that #1 spot is Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. Will she win today? You let us know. Scan that QR code or text ACS East to 785-833. But now, it is time for the JCB semifinal round. The fastest 4 trucks have advanced, and the winners of this round will compete in the finals to see who will be crowned the JCB Racing winner. Colorado Springs, who's ready for more JCB Racing?
And your winner advancing to the finals, make some noise for the polka-dotted puppy. It's Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. One spot remaining in the finals. It's the battle of the independents right now. Wildside versus Megalodon. Who's it going to be? Who's going to face Monster Mutt Dalmatian? We're about to find out right now. JCB Racing semifinals is now. And your winner advancing to the finals to face Monster Mutt Dalmatian is Wildside.
It all comes down to this. This is the JCB Racing Finals. The winner of this next race will take the first 8 points of today's event. Colorado Springs, are you ready to meet your racing finals contenders?
He's already won so many. He's won 27, 22 racing finals. He's looking for another one. Let's hear it from Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Blake Granger. He won yesterday here in this competition, JCB Racing champion. Let's make some noise for Zach Garner in Wildside. And we're waiting for the official results, too close to call as we look at the replay for the winner. The winner of the JCB Racing competition in the first 8 points. Let's hear it for Wildside. This is Zach Garner and Wildside's second win here in JCB Racing competition here at the Broadmoor World Arena, as Wildside picks up the first 8 points here in JCB Racing for today's event. And now it's a race to the top of the pod for the interview. There you go. Show him some love. Make some noise for your JCB Racing winner, Zach Garner and Wildside.
A huge congratulations, Zach Gardner Wildside. That's 2 for 2 JCB Racing wins here in Colorado Springs. Talk to me about it.
You know what? Today was super tricky out here, super slick. You either had to make your turns or hope you could stick it somewhat through the turn. But you know what? We came out here, we didn't have the cleanest passes we wanted all day. But you know what? We came out with a win, and that's all that matters.
Now you're saying this dirt's a little sticky. Well, we got the two-wheel skills challenge coming up next. How is this dirt going to affect your approach to two-wheel skills?
You know what? We're going to have to come out here. We're going to have to try to hit things a little bit harder just because we know it's either going to stick or it's going to slide a little bit. So with the slide, you got to anticipate the slide, hit it just a little bit harder so you can catch things just a little bit easier. But either way, we're going to come out here and have some fun. But Colorado Springs, are you guys having fun yet?
Keep it going for your JCB Racing winner, Zach Gardner Wildside.
After the first competition, we take a look up on the video board to see the BKT overall event leaderboard and our point standings after our first event here, JCB Racing competition. You see going on in the first round, tied for 5th. At the bottom of the pack is Gravedigger, Just Get Her Done 2, Overboard, and Thunder Roars picking up 2 points there. And then it was Megalodon, Toro Loco picking up 4 points going out in the semifinals. Monster Mutt Dalmatian for the second event in a row picking up 7 points as the runner-up. And it's Wildside and Zach Garner coming out, showing that he's the fastest on the track this weekend with 8 points, picking it up here on the BKT overall event leaderboard, our point standings after the first competition. But coming up next is our second competition of the afternoon. It's our two-wheel skills challenge. And that's right, this is a chance where you, the fans, your skills will determine our winner. So we're looking for the drivers. We'll get to make 2 attempts each. That's right, 2 attempts to get the Monster Jam trucks to do whatever they can do on 2 BKT tires. We're looking for stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks, and so much more. And for more on all of those tricks, let's take a listen to our drivers. Up next is the two-wheel skills challenge. In this competition, your scores will determine our winner. For more, let's join Tiana in the stands.
That's right, Farouk. This is going to be everybody's first opportunity to score using judgeszone.com. So remember, once a driver completes their run, you're using your smartphone, you're going to judgeszone.com, where you will scan, or you can scan the QR code up on the video board once you're there. All you have to do to lock in a score is type in the code COL and then slide that BKT tire up or down to the score you want to give. Remember, you got to be quick because you only got 20 seconds to do so. And most importantly, remember, these drivers, they're counting on you to score accurately and fairly because for the rest of the day, their fate is in your hands. So, Colorado Springs, who's ready for the two-wheel skills challenge?
First to the track, he's looking for his 9th win here in the skills challenge. It's Tony Oakson, Thunderoris. Lining up for his second attempt.
Let's make some noise for Tony Oakson, Thunderoris. Scoring is open, you see there. That is the QR code on the video board. Scan it, lock in the code COL, and let us know what you think of those two-wheel skills.
Tony Oakson, Thunderoris, coming out trying to get that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck to get up on those BKT tires. A very successful nose stoppie. Let's show him some love. Very successful nose stoppie. Moonwalked it up the ramp. Tried to get the power for the combo. Couldn't quite execute, but got a great run here in the two-wheel skills. The score for Thunderoris is 7.287, 7.4 from the experts, 7.164 from the fans for a total score. First place, your score to beat for Thunderoris, 7.287. Up next, he's the 2024 Breakout Driver of the Year. Brandon Teleshka, Just Get Her Done 2. First attempt for Just Get Her Done 2.
Let's make some noise for Brandon Telechka. Just Get Her Done 2. Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Just Get Her Done 2 coming out here looking to get it done here in the two-wheel skills challenge right now. Score to beat 7.287 by Thunder Roars. Let them hear you there. The score for Just Get Her Done 2 is 7.592. We have a new leader. 7.8 from the experts, 7.385 from the fans for a new score to beat, 7.592. First place for Just Get Her Done 2. Looking for his first victory here in the two-wheel skills challenge, Jamie Garner in Overboard. First attempt in the books there for Overboard, and it looks like might have just had some fluid come out the front of the motor there, front of Overboard. It looks like he's going to be done. We're going to get him off. The scoring is open for Overboard. Go to judgeszone.com right now or scan a QR code and get those scores in. Show your love for Jamie Garner and Overboard. Coming out here to see what he could do. One hit attempt there before he got broken there. Jamie Garner and Overboard. The score for Overboard is 3.257 after one hit. 3 from the expert, 3.5 from the fans. 3.257 for Overboard in third place. There you go. Show him some love here in the Broadmoor Arena. Jamie Garner and Overboard trying to leave it all out on the track.
Monster Jam fans, I hope you are enjoying the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Don't forget about our other challenge going on. That is, of course, the race to be crowned St. Jude Ambassador of the Day. You can scan that QR code or text ACS East to 785-833.
Monster Jam fans, if you're looking to get in the action, don't forget you can follow us on social media at Monster Jam, and you can catch the next viral moment. Keep up with all of our Monster Jam superstars and profiles and more. Follow us at Monster Jam on all social media, and don't forget to use the hashtag Monster Jam on all your posts, including on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Make sure you follow us at Monster Jam and use the hashtag MonsterJam. And we take a look at the two-wheel skills challenge leaderboard. After 3 drivers have taken to the track overboard, we just saw 3.257. Then it was Thunder Roars and Tony Oaks held down the top score for a moment. It was 7.287. But now your score to beat here in the two-wheel skills challenge. Just Get Her Done 2 and Brandon Telechka with a 7.592. She's blonde to the bone. Let's hear it for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger.
Let's make some noise for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger coming out, looking to lay some power down here in the two-wheel skills challenge, getting some good moves there. Got a nice nose wheelie with some moonwalking across the pod there, looking to get another big hit there here in the two-wheel skills challenge as she looks to grab another victory here. The score for Gravedigger is 6.718. Third place, 7.2 from the experts, 6.2 from the fans for a total score. Third place, 6.718 for Gravedigger. Up next, let's hear it for Zach Garner in Wildside. One hit in the books for Wildside, one to go.
Let's make some noise for Zach Gardner Wildside. Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Zach Garner in Wildside coming out with a nice big nose wheelies right there, going off the log stack, getting great balance out there on the pie, making it happen. Show him some love as he comes out the pie right there. The score to beat right now, 7.592 is the score to beat. The score for Wildside is 8.822. We have a new leader. 8.82 from the experts, 8.823 from the fan score, 8.822. First place for Wildside. Up next, he's won this competition more than any other driver in the series. It's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Keep it going for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian in the polka dotted puppy, looking to continue his domination here in this event. 27 victories. Look, can he get 28 with the signature white cap? Make some noise for Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Looking to see if he gets the score to beat right now, 8.822. The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 8.525. Good enough for second place. 9.3 from the fans, 7.7 from the experts for an 8.525 for Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Two drivers left to go here in the two-wheel skills challenge. Don't look now, it's a shark. It's Michaela Teleska in Megalodon.
Make some noise for Michaela Telechka Megalodon. Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
The prehistoric beast Megalodon coming out looking to get those tail fins up in the air. Megalodon coming out here in the altitude, looking to breach through the competition here in the two-wheel skills challenge. Did she do enough? We're going to find out here very shortly. The score to beat right now, 8.822. The score for Megalodon is 6.645, sixth place, 5.7 from the fans, 7.58 from the experts for a 6.645, sixth place for Megalodon. Last to take to the track, don't look, Ole! It's MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco with the BKT body rock. One attempt in the books, setting up for his final attempt. And scoring is open right now. Make some noise for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. Get those scores in right now. Slide those BKT tires up. Get those points in right now on judgeszone.com for El Toro Loco. MJ Solario, El Toro Loco coming out, leaving it all out on the track. Two big hits out there. Even got a good BKT body rock. Show him some love here in Colorado Springs. The score to beat right now is an 8.822. The score for El Toro Loco is we have a new leader, 8.954, and since he's the last one to run, that means your winner of the two-wheel skills challenge. Let's get those bullhorns in the air and make some noise for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. This is MJ Solario and El Toro Loco's 12th win here in the two-wheel skills challenge.
A huge congratulations, MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. Talk about saving the best for last. That's got to feel so good to get this win.
Yeah, that feels absolutely amazing. I needed that win. We didn't go as far as we wanted to in racing. This track's been super slick. I know those other competitors, they wanted to go out there and put on the best two-wheel skills competition they could. Track conditions didn't necessarily allow for it, but
that's what happens when you come out last. The track conditions had dried up just a little bit for me. That's what I had to do right there. I had to run up to it and kind of get that slickness out of there. But it all ended up working out pretty good. I was going to try and get into a combo there, but it ended up just falling down. Colorado Springs, what do you think? You having fun?
Well, MJ, we only got one competition left. Of course, that's a Monster Jam Freestyle. How are you going to let all this great momentum just propel you for another win?
I'm just going to keep that chapter of the book open. That's really all you got to do. I think they got me going out last for freestyle, so I get to close it out. So I tell you guys what, you need to go to judgeszone.com, and as soon as you see that orange bull come hit that track, we're going to fly sky high. We're going to touch that scoreboard. What do you guys think?
Keep it going for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
And Monster Jam fans, after 2 competitions, it is officially halftime. We got Wildside winning JCB Racing, and then El Toro Loco taking the 2-wheel skills competition. Right now is the perfect time to head on out to the concourse and pick up your favorite Monster Jam merchandise. We got hats, t-shirts, flags, souvenir programs, and die-cast Spin Master trucks. Get yours now. It is officially halftime. We'll be back with the halftime report and the superstars of Freestyle Motocross coming up next. Monster Jam fans here in Colorado Springs, the time is now. If you're ready to see some high-flying action, it's time to make some noise, and let's bring them out, bring them out. It's your superstars of Freestyle Motocross.
Monster Jam fans, you are in for a treat because these guys are about to defy gravity. They are crazy, they're insane, and they're about to jump out of that tunnel and fly to the back doing the most high-flying crazy tricks. But you see, this is how it works here at Monster Jam. The louder we are, the higher, the crazier they are gonna go. So I need everybody to get loud. Okay, that was pretty good, but I think we could get even louder. We're gonna warm up here. They're gonna do 4 practice jumps. So while they're practicing their jumps, we're gonna warm up and practice our cheers as they make their way to the ramp. Let's meet our first rider from Worcester, Massachusetts. It's Brendan Reardon. From Chicago, Illinois, AJ Rosebrill. From South Florida, it's Cameron Sepulveda. And from Asheville, North Carolina, Josh Hedford. Okay, so that's just a little taste of what we're doing here, folks. So again, they're gonna keep getting warmed up. I want all of you to keep cheering as they come to the ramp. Okay, they got a few more practice jumps in them before we get into this competition. Monster Jam fans, let's keep it loud and keep it rowdy. Colorado Springs, are you ready? Because it is time for the FMX Best Trick competition. Each of these riders is going to have one attempt to throw down their best high-flying trick while coming out of the tunnel and flying through the air. But remember, here at Monster Jam, you are the official judges, so that means once a rider lands on the ramp, you're using your phone, you're going to Judges Zone, and you're locking in your score for what you think is the best trick. But remember, there can only be one winner. So gentlemen, if you're ready, Colorado Springs, are we ready? It is time for the FMX Best Trick competition.
Sounds like everybody is ready to get this FMX Best Trick competition underway. So without further ado, let's get the first trickster out on the track. Representing 228 on his back from Worcester, Massachusetts. He knows how to park the car in the Harvey yard. Let's hear it for Brendan Reardon.
Brendan Reardon making his way to the tunnel. Monster Jam fans, what you can't see, they kind of got to go all the way out of the tunnel, almost outside as they line up with the ramp, making this jump. Brendan Reardon is looking to get his first win here. The FMX Best Trick competition, make some noise! Brendan Reardon with a cliffhanger, holding on to nothing but the handlebars with his ankles. Let us know what you think of that at judgeszone.com.
Great trick for Brendan Reardon, flying through the air here with the cliffhanger, grabbing a handlebar with his feet, letting go of everything else, and getting right back on that bike, landing on a fancy airbag, looking for the top score here in the FMX Best Trick competition. The score is locked in, and the score for Brendan Reardon with the 228 on his back is 7.650. We got a 7.650. First place for Brendan Reardon. Up next, he's got a lightning bolt on his chest because he's electrifying all the way from Chicago, Illinois, rocking a 78 bike. Let's hear it for AJ Rosebrill.
AJ Rosebrill making his way around the bull. He wants you to get loud as he comes around the corner here. AJ also looking to get a win here in the FMX Best Trick competition. You know, he has jumped all over the United States, but today he's here just for you, Colorado Springs. Let's make some noise. AJ Rosebrill with a knack flip, bringing that leg behind as he goes upside down. Let us know what you think at judgeszone.com.
Nick Knack Paddywhack. AJ Rosebrill bringing it back with the knack flip right there. Got a nice flip right there, one leg off the bike, putting it through some combos here for the tricks. Score to beat is a 7.650. The score for AJ Rosebrill is 8.127. We have a new leader. First place for AJ Rosebrill. Up next is our third rider, riding number 3 Yamaha bike. He's rocking all purple today out of South Florida. Let's hear it for Cameron Sepulveda.
Monster Jam fans, Cameron Sepulveda has the loudest bike, which means we have to be even louder. Cameron has several years under his belt here in FMX, and this year alone, he's been battling it out with Josh Hedford to get these FMX wins. Will he take the win today? You will be the judges, and you will let us know as he makes his way to the ramp, Colorado Springs. Let's give it up and get loud for Cameron Sepulveda. Cameron Sepulveda with a super flip, getting that body parallel to his bike, combining a Superman and a backflip. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Cam Sepulveda coming out on the Yamaha with the number 3 on his back, right there representing with the super flip. Superman with the backflip, getting parallel with the ground, flying through the air. 8.127 is your score to beat. The score for Cameron Sepulveda is, we have a new leader, 8.649. First place for Cameron Sepulveda, your new score to beat here in the FMX Best Trick Competition. Will he do it? We're going to find out. He's all the way out of Asheville, North Carolina, looking to make some noise. It's Josh Hedford.
Josh Hedford making his way to the ramp. He has over 20 years experience in FMX. And when he's not on that bike, he's doing hot yoga. Let's see what he has in store. Josh Hedford with a Cordova flip. What'd I tell you about that hot yoga? Showing it out here on that bike. Let us know what you think at judgeszone.com.
Josh Hedford coming out, the limber member of the crew, coming out with the Cordova flip. You saw the moves, you saw the action right there, flying through the air, high flying. 8.649 is the score to beat here in the FMX Best Trick Competition. Did he do it? The score for Josh Hedford is, he did it. We have your winner with your best score, 9.275. He's sprinkling it out. Make some noise for Josh Hedford.
Okay, Colorado Springs, are you ready for the grand finale? Because it is time for these riders to hit the ramp, one right after the other, in what we like to call our FMX trains. They're gonna hit the ramp one right after the other, doing trick after trick after trick after trick. But remember, the louder we are, the higher they fly, so let them hear you. Okay, here they go. They're making their way into the tunnel. They're getting lined up and ready to go. Colorado Springs, if you're excited, if you're ready, make some noise! That was a pretty good train, but I don't know, I think we can be even louder. Okay, here they go. They're going out into the sunshine. They're getting lined up. What trick do we think they will do for us next? If you think you know, scream it out. Because here they come. Okay, everybody, they got one more jump left in them. We are going to send these guys straight to lunch after this jump, so we got to show them all the love we got. On behalf of our Freestyle Motocross team, I want to thank you all for showing your love and support. We could not do what we do here without you. So once again, let's give it up and get loud for the riders of Freestyle Motocross. Brendan Reardon, AJ Rosebrill, Cameron Sepulveda, and Josh Hedford.
There you have it, Colorado Springs. Show them some love. Make some noise for your superstars of Freestyle Motocross.
Let's get our winner up here to talk to us. Josh Hedford, this is his 5th consecutive FMX Best Trick win in a row, but not that anyone's keeping score. But Josh, I gotta know about this trick you just did. Tell these fans about it and what it is, and just, I mean, it was so beautifully executed.
Well, that was the good old hot yoga on a dirt bike. So yeah, the Cordova backflip, that was fun. It's actually kind of hard here because there's like not that much oxygen. I'm sure you're all aware, but the bike's kind of like stall out up the ramp, so it makes it actually pretty good. I felt like I extended out there and went pretty big for you guys, but yeah, y'all having a good time?
Now, Josh, you mentioned the oxygen. We're at a very high altitude. Let's talk about another challenge, because as all these fans can see, the ramp is kind of right at the mouth of the tunnel. Makes it a little bit trickier. How does that affect the tricks you decide to do?
Well, we're actually, we just got to extend our run out further to get going faster. So it's not affecting it too much, but, you know, we just got to get going. Like, we use about 90 feet of run in here and over a 70-foot gap. So it works out pretty well.
All right, Josh, I got one last question for you, because I see a lot of young fans in the audience, and I always like to think that maybe one day they might grow up and be here talking to me on this pod. What would be your #1 piece of advice?
Well, definitely wear your helmet, you know, keep your brain as safe as possible, and keep away from concussions and all that fun stuff, you know. And knee pads, those help a lot. Boots, gloves, all that protective gear, which I'm sure you know because it's really rocky here. The ground's hard as rock, and, you know, we just like to have fun and keep having fun, so safety first.
Well, thank you so much, Josh, and congratulations again. Let's give it up for your FMX Best Trick winner, Josh Hedford. We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Keep it going for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
The queen of the black and green wrecking machine coming out here tearing it up in Monster Jam Freestyle, looking for another victory here in the freestyle competition. She already has 13 under her belt. Will she win again as she won last night? The score for Gravedigger is 6.995, 6.8 from the experts, 7.17 from the fans, 6.995 for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. You don't want to see a nurse shark. You're about to see a prehistoric Megalodon. It's Michaela Teleshka in Megalodon.
Get your shark fins up for Michaela Teleshka Megalodon. Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Megalodon, the prehistoric shark, coming out, leaving it all out on the track. Dorsal fins flying off, being picked up off the track right now as Megalodon is looking to score the first win in Monster Jam Freestyle. The score to beat is a 6.995. The score for Megalodon is 7.015. We have a new leader by just 2/1000ths of a point. 7.015. Your new leader, Michaela Teleshka in Megalodon. Up next, let's hear it for Tony Oaks in Thunderoris.
Let him hear you roar! It's Tony Oaks in Thunderoris. Make sure to lock in your scores, Monster Jam fans. Scan that QR code up on the video board.
He's a former Freestyle of the Year winner. He's got a couple more nominations this year. Let's hear it for Tony Oaks in Thunderoris. Leaving it all out here on the track this afternoon here in Monster Jam Freestyle, looking for another victory as he already has amassed 12 victory here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Did he do enough? The score to beat is a 7.015. The score for Thunderoris is... We have a new leader. 9.013, 8.9 from the experts, 9.1 from the fans, 9.013 First place for Thunder Roar is your new score to beat.
Monster Jam fans, the time has come to crown our St. Jude Ambassador of the Day. I want to take a moment to thank everyone for participating and all of those who helped us raise money to reach our goal. But now, I need your help. I need you to take your hands and give me a little bit of a drum roll. The St. Jude Ambassador of the Day is Michaela Telechka Megalodon. You know, Michaela Telechka is currently in school studying to be a nurse. So I know this win is going to feel so good. Once again, let's give her and all of yourselves a huge round of applause.
He's already got 14 wins here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Can he get another one? It's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Who wants to see a puppy flip? Monster Jam fans, make some noise. We're about to see a backflip.
Keep it going over Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
And this puppy knows all the tricks as it comes out with the Morgan and Morgan backflip. Landing a hit in Colorado Springs. Make some noise for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. That puppy dog is smoking hot after that Monster Jam Freestyle run. The score to beat, 9.013. The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is... We have a new leader, 9.642. 9.57 from the experts, 9.714 from the fans, 9.642. First place for Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Coming to the track next, looking for another victory here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Just get her done too.
Let's give it up for Brandon Telechka. Just get her done too. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Brandon Telechka, just get her done too, coming out, looking to make things happen here in Monster Jam Freestyles. He looks for his first win here in this competition. Coming out, showing out how he can sky wheelie through the air. Make some noise, show him some love here in Colorado Springs. Coming down, touching up on all the other drivers on the other side, the Monster Mutt Dalmatians, the Grave Diggers, touching tires, just to let him know he's here and ready to compete. The score for Just Get Her Done 2 is 8.132, 8.8.5 from the experts, 7.414 for the fans. Third place, 8.132 for Brandon Telechka, Just Get Her Done 2. Looking to see if we can get it all started here for Overboard. In the meantime, don't forget Monster Jam tracks are built by JCB. Dig deeper, lift higher, and move more with the official heavy equipment partner of Monster Jam, JCB. It's time to bring him out. He's already won JCB Racing, and he's the leader. Let's hear it for Zach Garner in Wildside. And let's make some noise for Wildside and get those scores in. Scan a QR code, go to judgeszone.com and get those scores in right now for Wildside. Just about 15 seconds left to get those scores in. Zach Garner and Wildside coming out, leaving it all out here on the track, looking to represent for the independents out here. Wildside got a nice little piece, a nice little souvenir. Our USHRA officials coming out to grab right now. The score for Wildside is good enough for third place with an 8.496, 8.9 from the experts, 8.073 from the fans, 8.496. Third place for Zach Garner in Wildside. All of your favorite Monster Jam trucks can be taken home with you thanks to the only authentic line of Monster Jam toys brought to you by Spin Master. Bring all the action home with toys including Mini Scorpion playset, the Supercharged Speedway playset, and assorted sizes of authentic to scale Monster Jam die-cast trucks. Crush it, crash it, jam it, Monster Jam. Representing Boise, Idaho, let's hear it for MJ Solario and El Toro Loco.
Get those Toro horns up for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Make sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Last chance to score here as he hops out the cab. Make some noise for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Looking to take another competition win here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Looking to get his second competition of the day. And looking to take his 12th, 13th of Monster Jam Freestyle. Let's get those Toro horns in the air right now and get those scores in for El Toro Loco. The score to beat is a 9.642. The score for El Toro Loco is good enough for third place, 8.636, 8.89 from the experts, 8.32 from the fans for 8.636. Third place for El Toro Loco, which means your winner of Monster Jam Freestyle with a 9.642. He hit the Morgan & Morgan backflip. It's the polka dotted puppy. Make some noise for Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Monster Mutt Dalmatian and Blake Granger wins Monster Jam Freestyle, and he is also your BKT overall event champion. Make some noise, Colorado Springs. Give it up for your BKT overall event champion, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. This is Blake Granger's 15th win in Monster Jam Freestyle, and he picks up his 28th BKT overall event championship on the season here on the Arena Championship Series East. Let them hear you bark. Come on, Broadmoor, bark it out. Let me hear you bark for Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
A huge congratulations to Blake Granger and the whole Monster Mutt Dalmatian team. That is 2 for 2 here in Colorado Springs. Talk to me about it.
Man, you know, it feels so good to just come to a new place for me. Take the first 2 overall event championships. You know, when it comes to Monster Jam, it comes to consistency. And to be able to start every event in the final round of racing only helps you stand right here on this pod at the end of the event. And man, hats off to these guys. We just broke something in the rear end in freestyle. They're going to go out there, fix it right now, just so we can come back here tonight and do it all over again.
Now, Blake, we are on the precipice of history. You are on your way to potentially being crowned the series champion. And, I mean, you got an incredible team behind you. Is there just anything you want to say to not only your team, these fans, anyone watching on YouTube?
Man, you know, what's really crazy is the only way to win a championship is to win over your fans' hearts, man. Judgeszone.com, two-wheel skills and freestyle. You guys are in control of everything I put on the floor. So I might have won the championship or I might have a chance of winning it, but I could have never done it without all the Monster Jam fans and these 2 awesome, amazing crew guys right here. So let's make a round of applause for all these amazing crew guys that worked their butts off to get us right back on the track so we can put on the best event for you guys. But you know what? We still got 2 more events left. MonsterJam.com. I want to see you guys tonight and tomorrow. But hey, did you guys have fun at Monster Jam? Let me hear you. And hey, I got one more question for you, and I want to hear you guys barking louder than ever. Where my dogs at? Hoo, hoo.
The dogs are barking here in Colorado Springs as Monster Mutt Dalmatian and Blake Granger take another BKT overall event championship, and he's getting right there. Monster Jam World Finals is right there in his sights. And look, this is your last chance. Head on out to the concourse on your way out and grab all your favorite Monster Jam merchandise. We're talking about the Digger disc and also plush toys, die-cast Spin Master trucks, and so much more. Head on over to MonsterJam.com for tickets, results, digital content, and don't forget to get those tickets to Monster Jam World Finals 24 going down Salt Lake City, Utah, July 4th weekend. Be there for big-time family fun. For Tiana Cohen, I'm Farouk Tahid. We'll see you at the next Monster Jam.